Hey, what are you doing? Hi. Hi. How are you?
Hi there, I'm Sarah, and this is my dog Barry. I speak Barry, y'all. He looks so cute covered in rainbows, and I just had to share. This is Mission Propagation, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. I want to take you through some plant chores that I did recently, and this is my Begonia Betsey rescue. I rescued her from the neglect of me. She was in a terrarium situation. I put her in ambient. She didn't like it. Now she's looking a lot happier, and it's because I put her back into her castle where she's looking super pretty and she's growing new leaves. Look at that girl. She's so pretty. Then I have a Sansevieria that was really floppy. It wasn't doing too great in the fall, but I rehabbed it. It's doing wonderful. It even has some new growth. And even though there was quite a bit of leaf loss, it still looks okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it continue to grow this year. I'm expecting good things. And this is my resident slug. This is a terrarium of rainbow fern moss that was dying, and I'm bringing it back to life, and Benny Worm came with the plant, so pretty cute. My Hoya Papaschonii seeds are all sprouting, all 45. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what happens with these little seedlings, and I hope they all survive. This is my Wilbur Grave Silver. It started turning purple, and I was amazed. It was so gorgeous, and it still has all these beautiful leaves, and the sun dressing was something I did not expect. We went to Home Depot to grab a few things. My husband needed to do some stuff, so I was like, I'm going to go with you and check out the plants. So this is a Sansevieria that I've really thought was very striking. I've been seeing it at all the Home Depots. And then I looked at the Tycons. They still have quite a lot of them. They're like 50 something bucks, so they're kind of expensive. And then the Dock Blocks. This leaf, this Michelle Anthurium, it's super expensive. I understand why there's still a lot at the store. But the dark and light on this leaf makes it such a nice leaf. This is a Florida Ghost. I just started seeing them like a month ago at my big box stores, and that's a new leaf, and it's so pretty. I also wanted to go into the other part of the garden center after I looked at all these little tiny leaf plants. There's a croton. I really like crotons right now. And the garden center was super crowded, like the kind that would give you anxiety because there was so much in there. Last time I was in this garden center, it was crowded, but this time it was even more so, and the workers were going in and out. So the door was open. It was kind of cold on this day. So I feel like the plants looked really floppy. The cacti and succulents, as you can see, not so much, but I'm going to speed through to the hanging baskets. They didn't really look that great. And I'm not used to my big box store not looking that great, but I think it's probably because that door keeps on getting left open. And I think on this day it might have been like in the high 40s. But there was still some nice plants to see. It was still worth looking at. Like, look at that. Look at that orange ombre flower on the bromeliad. That's gorgeous. So pretty. Then they are rolling out their Valentine's Day plants. This is the Colin Coey. It's a nice little succulent, makes little flowers. Here's another angle of the hanging baskets. You can see, they're alive. They were nice. And there's some spiky cacti. I had to go and check it out. Just find the very pokey ones. I like the colors on this one. I love that there's so much variety when it comes to plants. And I think that's what makes plant care so special, because you're always learning new things. And I know my favorite species is actually the Hoyas. I love Hoyas. I think I have about 79. I might have 80 at this point, different types of Hoyas. This plant that's hanging is a Siesta Say Grace, proven winners plant. I don't really approve of them renaming all their plants because it's really confusing. But Siesta Say Grace for a prayer plant, that's really cute, y'all. You gotta admit that proven winners knocked out of the ballpark with that name. They had a lot of cute little tiny Hoya. I'm always looking to try to see if I can find the other trial collection plants that came out, but I haven't seen any new ones in the last couple of weeks. This cacti arrangement had a nice top dressing. I'm not even gonna guess what kind of stone that is, but it was really pretty. It was glued in there though, so that was interesting. But I love the colors. The color combination is beautiful. You can see the sea of plants. I can't even get between the rows because there's so many. All the plants are just packed in here. For some reason, they have a ton of Phoetonias at this particular Home Depot, and obviously nobody's buying them. But they're pretty. There's a lot of nice color. I really like this jungle music Alocasia. I like the zebra stripe stems and the arrowhead leaf. They had a lot of Tycons in there. I'm going to just have to back out because there's not much more that I could see in there. So here I am repotting my Epipremnum Teruno Champes-Elysees. It's this in the same soil and self-watering planter. I purchased it last year. It wasn't terribly root bound, but I figured out it was drying out super quick. And so I thought it was time to upsize the pot. I purchased this in a full pot at the Home Depot last year. When I saw it, I snatched it right up because I had tried to root a couple of cuttings I had bought on Etsy a few years before. They rotted, so when I saw a full pot of this Epipremnum Teruno Champes-Elysees, I had to get it. I love the color of the leaves and the textured undersides. I say they look more like gills or ruffles, but it's definitely a great grower. And I put it in this Wally grow, and I ended up installing it on the wall. I'm thinking about maybe propagating it again and maybe trying it to propagate in moss. Okay, so when I put it back on the wall, the leaves still weren't perking up, but my Gisenia that I repotted a few weeks ago is looking great. This was today, and there's a lot of leaf loss. I think I shocked the plant when I repotted it, but there are some new leaves, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to water the plant, remove the dead leaves, and put it back on the wall, but I got to show you this. This is my Epipremnum Teruno Olivia. It's a new cutting that I had gotten last month, and I got it because of the name, because Olivia is a cutesy name. There's not a lot of leaves, it's just one leaf, but I'm expecting big things. I have it trying to root in some sphagnum moss, and then these are my baby Alocasia Frydeks corms that are giving me some gorgeous leaves. Look at that leaf, it's so pretty. And I have it in a little cat planter I got from the Dollar General. This is my newest Albo leaf. It hasn't hardened off yet. It's a little bit smaller. I'm sure there's a reason why I got a smaller leaf, but maybe it hasn't finished sizing up. I broke one of the leaves and I put some tape on it. That doesn't work, y'all. It didn't work. Maybe if I put a toothpick on the back. And then this is one of my little Staghorn ferns that I repotted about, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks ago. And it has new leaves. And it's still alive. I'm so happy. It's so cute. I think that's all I have for today. Barry, you want to say bye? You want to say bye to everyone? Bye. Thank you for watching. Enjoy all the planty things and have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just enjoy your day. Bye, and thank you for watching again.